wish I knew how long it took to put up a route like this, but I don't have a clue because nobody's done it. When you rappel into Helmkin Falls, you just start to get a sense of how massive it is. That thing's like 150 plus meters, so your mind can't really wrap around what's going on. My mind can. I'm always surprised by how big it is down there.
We wanted to show the scale of the place, but we also wanted to show how it transforms from summer into winter.
We tried long-term time-lapse and boxes. We tried plate shots where we would take the same shot in the summer and then come back and repeat it in the winter. And I think all said and done, you know, we maybe tried like 30 different shots and 4 or 5 of them worked out really well.
Pretty early on, when we first started filming with Will in Canmore during his training segment, we noticed just how much effort he was putting in.
I get frustrated when you try really hard and you're putting everything into something, and when you get slapped down, I have a reaction to that. You know, I'm really psyched when I do something that I really put everything into it, it worked, and I'll definitely get mad when it's not going my way. You can use different emotions as tools, and I'll use anger to drive myself up a route for sure. It didn't work, but it was worth a try.
Oh, I suck today! Fuck!
Fear for me is always about the unknown. So coming in here, there's a fair amount of fear and anxiety and tension. It's like, what's going to happen? How are we going to make this work?
I think going in there in the winter, it was intimidating, not just in would we be able to film it, but would Will be able to climb it? I mean, it's a 150 meter waterfall. No one had actually put up a route from top to bottom in a single season.
As soon as we got down in there and turned that corner and saw the scale of it, all our plans just went out the window. It was so much bigger than I expected.
There's no manual on how to climb at Helmkin Falls. It's not like page 37, you do this. It's like, who knows? Make it up. Solve it.
I'm going to try and take the red with me and see if we can get some footage on the way down.
How cold is it today, Brian?
It's minus 15. All the spray from the falls is just freezing and like creating a giant snow machine.
Hey, Will, do you have a copy?
Go for Will? Yeah, just wondering what your plan is. Are you coming down soon? This is the shit fucking conditions of all time up here today. Just shit.
The day that Will was coming down to connect the route was one of the coldest days that we'd had so far on that shoot. And there was some problems with the ropes up high, and he was just battling up there. After a couple of hours, by the time he got down to where I was at the connection point of the wall, he was hypothermic. The reason I was there was to get the radio call to say that everything had been connected, and it just didn't go to plan.
At the top of the floor, heading down, rope's connected, and I'm frozen. Time to get out of here. See you guys soon. Oh, fuck!
We'll see you in a little bit. Be safe.
Fuck! It's so fucking cold. I'm really over this shit.
I feel sorry for Will. He looked like an icicle. I think he's over it.
As soon as it gets dark there, the temperatures just plummet and ice grows on everything.
Dave had been working on these nighttime time lapses, and he'd come back the next morning and the camera is just like completely rimed and covered.
after each day the ropes would have, sometimes would be half a foot of ice around the rope, and you're spending hours just trying to clean it.
It's cold, yeah. Right now, like temperature-wise, I think we're hovering around minus 20.
It's really cold.
It's hard. Every day that you go in there, you just get beat on by the cold and by the humidity and the physical labor.
One of the unique things in Helmcken Falls is just how spread out it is and how difficult it is to move around in that environment. So to actually cover it, we needed to all be in totally different areas. Like you'd have Brian up there on the ridge trying to capture the long lens angles. I'd be up on a rope inside the cave, and then Pablo would be walking around trying to get audio and trying to make sure everyone was mic'd properly.
4 people mic'd up, I have a comm system, I have the boom, so I have 6 separate channels recording.
Everyone had to just work independently of each other, but there was a lot of trust that we just had to all be capturing what we needed to be capturing to make it all come together, because a lot of times there's no second chances.
Top of the 3rd pitch, all clean to here. Feel really psyched.
We really wanted to use a helicopter with a Cineflex for some of the final pitches to show the scale and the magnitude of this place, but it was challenging to get it in there. I think it was definitely the coldest thing I've ever tried to film, and it was certainly one of the hardest environments to operate in. But I did walk away with the satisfaction, and I think the whole team did, that we did it. You know, Will climbed the route, and we actually managed to capture, pretty much move for move, his entire ascent.